Hello, this is Brad Gaddis, the author of Advanced Google AdWords. Along with Simplilearn, we're going to walk you through the fundamentals of AdWords. In this first lesson, we will introduce you to Google AdWords and get you started down the path of learning how to use this advertising system. Now, in every lesson, we have certain objectives or things we want you to take away from watching the video. In this first one, we want you to understand the basics of paid search advertising. Know what a search query is. See how keywords trigger ads to be displayed. Identify the role of an ad in paid search. See how AdWords can be tracked. Know how you pay for AdWords. And understand the basic targeting options. So first, let's define what is AdWords. So first we need to look at search. So when a user conducts a search, they're actually typing in a search query. This is what a user types into the search bar. And they conduct this query based upon something they want to learn. And so these search pages are often called SERPs, or search engine result pages. Now a SERP contains both free and paid listings. So the listings in yellow are paid ads. These are the ads we're going to talk about throughout these modules. The listings in blue are the free results. These are often called earned or organic or free-based listings. Now search results, both paid and free, are relevant to the query. The query is what someone types into an engine when they're trying to learn something. They're trying to get answers about some piece of information. So the goal then of AdWords and Google for their free listings is to make sure that the results they're giving to a user are relevant to what a user is looking for. Now what happens is when your ad's displayed and someone clicks on that ad, that's when you actually pay. So you don't pay when your ad is displayed. So a major benefit of AdWords is that you only pay when a potential customer visits your site. You can send a user to any page on your website. The page they go to from an ad is known as the landing page. So you only pay when a relevant, interested user actually clicks on your ad and goes to your site. This is why it's often called pay-per-click or cost-per-click advertising. Because with PPC or CPC, pay-per-click or cost-per-click, you only pay when someone actually comes to your site. So let's look at some of the fundamentals of how AdWords works. So inside your account, your first step is to choose keywords. So your ad only appears if someone searches for your keyword. Now you can show for some variations between how your keyword matches to the search query. But a search query is what someone types in the engine. A keyword is what you create in your account. When these two match each other, and we'll talk about match types later on, that's when your ad can be displayed. So once you pick keywords, you're going to write ads for a select group of keywords. So an ad, it's your advertisement that shows after someone conducts a search that matches one of your keywords. So you group your keywords and ads together. All your ads in an ad group, which is a collection of keywords and ads, should be related. So that when someone searches for something that matches your keyword, the ad is relevant to what the user searched for. So when a user conducts a search query that matches your keyword, then your ad can show. So when you make nice groupings of related keywords and ads, the ad should be relevant to the search query. Because a searcher is looking for answers. So the ad that matches their intent, why they searched, is going to be the ad that they click. So then once someone clicks on an ad, you pay, cost per click model, you pay for the click, and you receive a visitor to your website. Now you can bid based upon goals. You can set goals for advertising as you should with any advertising. Various website actions, you could set goals based upon visitors to your site, your position of your ads, whatever you really want. Then when someone comes to your site and they do some action, you can track this. So this is known as a conversion. When someone completes a specific action on your site that you want to track, such as completed forms, such as lead generation, an e-commerce checkout, a phone call, watching a video. If something happens on your site, you can track it and you can label it as a conversion. So then in AdWords, you can look at what keywords, what ads, etc. led to actions on your site. Now you are paying per click. It's an auction-based environment. So you're going to want to change your bids and your budgets based upon your goals and those actions that are happening. So using conversion data lets you make data-driven decisions about how much you want to bid, what keywords you should use in your account. If you're testing ads, see which ad is the best. If you want to add or remove keywords and make decisions in the account of things we're going to walk through, you always want to make decisions based upon good data. And so conversion tracking allows you to see what actions are happening on your site and have those statistics in your account based upon your keywords and your bids and so forth. So the AdWords process is fairly straightforward. You choose keywords. You write ads for those keywords. And that's your first ad group. And then when a search query, what user typed in the engine, matches your keyword, your ad can be displayed. Now you're not charged for a display. When someone clicks on your ad and goes to your website, that's when you actually pay for that click and that visitor. Then when someone comes to your site and they do some action, you can track those conversions or those actions that occur on your website and use that data to refine your campaigns. Now, your ads can show in multiple places, so we're going to introduce the basics of Google's various networks. So first we have Google search sites. So the search network is comprised of search engines where your ads can be displayed. So the primary network is of course Google and Google-owned sites such as Google CO UK, Google Australia, Google US, etc. Now the search partner network are search partners, they're still search engines, that are non-Google sites. So for instance, Ask.com is a Google search partner. So when you do searches on Ask.com, the ads are coming from AdWords in many cases. Ask does have its own ad system, so they're not always from AdWords, but when your AdWords ads can show up on Ask. Now beyond search, there's something known as the display network. The display network is made up of publishers, non-search sites, who display ads from AdWords in a non-search based environment. So the New York Times or CD Kitchen are publishers. They're websites full of great content, and based upon various targeting options that we'll talk about later, your ads can show on these non-search partners. This is known as the display network or Google Display Network. You can also choose targeting options for your ads. Targeting options can contain multiple options that dictate when and how an ad can be displayed. So one of the basic targeting options that you always have to pick is location and language. The location target depends on where your ad is going to show. So you could have an ad show in multiple countries, a single country, a region, a metro, down to a specific city or even radius around a business. You can choose what language the searchers are using when your ad is displayed as well. There's a lot more targeting options, which we'll cover in later modules, such as time of day or day of the week, demographic targeting, remarketing, which is when someone came to your website, did something, and you want to show ads on display based upon that behavior. So there's a lot more targeting options. The basics to think about is you can have your ad shown in any location you want to define, and you can pick the languages. So to recap our introduction to Google AdWords. Pay-per-click or PPC is known as pay-per-click advertising. That's the overall system itself. Now a search query is what a user types into a search engine. A keyword is what goes into your account. Now when the search query, what someone typed into an engine, matches your keyword, that's when your ad can be displayed. Now you're not charged for your ad being displayed. If the user then finds your ad relevant and clicks on your ad, they go to your landing page, the first page someone sees after clicking on an ad, the landing page, and you then pay. So a big benefit of search advertising is that you're only reaching users interested in what you're advertising as you define your keywords, and you only pay when you get a person to your website. Now you can use conversion tracking to view what keywords and ads are leading to actions. So a conversion is any action you want to define on your website. You can choose where your ads are displayed in location targeting. You can choose a lot of other targeting options, such as the language of the searcher as well. So this concludes our introduction to AdWords. In our next lesson, we'll look at the AdWords account structure in more depth. Thank you.